how to choose between the Kove 450RR. VOGE RR. Though both are 4-cylinder bikes, they feel different to ride. The Kove 450RR is more performance-oriented, so you'll want to ride it faster as it's not comfortable at slower. The VOGE, conversely, is different. You don't feel like riding it fast, because its smoothness encourages a slow, comfortable commuting style from the start. We'll ride both soon to give you a feel for them. Another point about these two bikes is that the Kove is currently one of the smallest feeling bikes in this 4-cylinder class. The VOGE feels just as solid, but its rear tire isn't a 180. Actually, I think it could be done, but you'd have to sacrifice some things. The Kumotor 550R has a 180 rear tire, a popular size for a 4-cylinder bike. I'll have Junjun, who's 1.8 meters tall, get on the Kove 450RR so everyone can see. Honestly, if you're over 1.75 meters, the bike looks small. You can all have a look, and while you're at it, check the angle of the handlebars. The Kove's handlebars are slightly low. Junjun, get on the VOGE. Bring it over here. From my perspective, it already looks much more in proportion. The VOGE feels bigger. What do you think? The VOGE is bigger, right? With your height, put your feet down. You can get both feet flat on the ground. For anyone over 1.75 meters, it's very easy. First, let's listen to the sound of the Kove.
The bike hasn't been de-restricted yet.
We'll listen to the sound in neutral, as this bike isn't de-restricted. After de-restriction, it should redline at 14,000 RPM. Oh, let's listen to the VOGE.
There's a small difference.
Its sound is lower. This one sounds higher pitched. You can hear it when riding. We'll start by showing the Kove. Let's start from a standstill. After releasing the clutch, check the base idle speed. Let's check the base idle speed, 11-10 on the throttle. When you get on the throttle, there's jerkiness. We're in first gear now. But it's okay. At low speeds, it seems fine. Okay, let's go. Both bikes we're looking at today have a one-way quick shifter for upshifts, so you don't need to use the clutch when shifting up. Let's listen to the sound. This is the more exciting exhaust note that the Kove and the Kumotor can give you. Okay, next angle. Let's speed up to demonstrate the quick shifter. The feel at the foot is crisp, and while we're at it, let me show you again. There's no shivering. Near this, another one, it's smooth. Let's shift to 6th gear. But in 6th gear, when you get to the low end of the rev range, the ride quality isn't as good as the Kumotor or the VOGE on this Kove bike. I know many of you might not want to buy the Kumotor. That's roughly the situation with the Kove. There's some jerkiness. There's one more thing I want to show you. The VOGE has another feature. Its steering angle is quite wide. We can get a feel for it by doing a U-turn from a standstill. You need to cross 2 lanes. I'll show you the VOGE soon. There's something else to stress, why you shouldn't ride this bike slowly. For example, in the city, after starting in 1st gear, you shift up. You'll feel vibrations from the bike, vibrations at 2,000 or 3,000 RPM. Then you get on the throttle, off the throttle, oh dear. Why is the jerkiness so strong? The Kumotor also has this. You're riding in the city, then need to stop. Get on the throttle again. Wow, the bike lurches forward. Let off the throttle, it slows down. The engine braking is noticeable. You get this jerkiness, but not when riding fast.
put it simply, for this bike and the Q-Motor, you need to keep the revs quite high to enjoy the riding experience. If you want thrills, something more exciting, simply go for the Bender, the Kove Sport Bike, or the Q-Motor. But if you switch to that bike, it's a completely comfortable commuter. This is the VOGE's instrument panel. I've only done over 300 kilometers. It gets de-restricted after 1,000 kilometers, then it'll go to 14,000 of him. Same as before, release the clutch, listen to the sound, get a feel for it. It's much smoother. The whole bike feels big. The front lifts here, right? We gently apply the throttle. Here we go. Feel that. Its overall ride quality is that of a comfortable commuter bike. It's so gentle. On the throttle. The revs are limited. You can feel this bike would be aggressive after de-restriction. It might be because it hasn't been de-restricted that I find it smooth and comfortable. But of course, it still has nearly 10,000 RPM. I've got 11,000 RPM to play with right now. I'll accelerate soon to give you a feel, but I enjoy its comfort at low speeds. Now let me show you the handlebars, this position. You can feel it, right? The handlebar is slightly wider. The boy initially comes on slowly and also... I think this exhaust note sounds really nice. If you could use the full rev range, it would be really great. Right, not bad, is it? And the feel from the brakes is superb, really good. Look, in its class, I think this currently has the best brake feel. Similarly, we've come to this spot between the two lines. Now I'll do a U-turn for you to feel it. There, feel that. You don't need as wide an angle as on the other bike. It's extremely tight. The wider handlebars, when steering, give you a bit of that Street Fighter feel. The feel at the foot is a little softer than the Kove's. It's quite crisp. It tracks straight, the front end doesn't wander. And its 6th gear at low revs is actually more stable, quite a bit more stable. Let me show you. Simply put, when cruising in 6th gear at low speed, the ride quality of this bike feels like the engine can handle it. It can pull you along. The Kove can't do that. The Q-Motor can though. One more thing to show is the jerkiness. We get on the throttle. Off. On, off. Let's use 2nd gear. Right, on, off. The engine braking isn't as pronounced, not as much as on the Kove. So when you're riding in the city, off the throttle, while you're moving, on, off. There's less jerkiness. There's some, but it's not as strong. This is just how they compare. This one leans more towards comfort, the one more towards aggression. It depends on your preferred style. Both are good bikes. But these brakes are great. Are these brakes for real? This should be the best sport bike VOGE has made so far, in my personal opinion. Looking at their bikes from 21, 22 and 23, the improvement is so great it's hard to believe they were made by the same company. We've shown the focus of these two bikes is different. One is for speed, the other for comfort, it's obvious. Choose based on your height. Don't just look at the specs, they won't help much. Everyone should visit a dealership or a test ride. By watching the video, you can get an idea of the exhaust note, the feeling of acceleration, including the jerkiness when you open the throttle. Also, in terms of the paintwork, I feel the VOGE's is a bit thicker this time. The paint finish on the bike that was slowly dropped is beautiful. Hope this video was helpful. See you in the next one, please.